My friends at KMR Audio sent me the new Bettermaker C502V compressor to try out. So let's take a close look at it and hear how it sounds. And there's also going to be a surprise for you guys in this video. So let's get to it. The Bettermaker C502V 3-in-1 compressor is a 2-slots 500 series full analog but digitally controlled compressor. I won't repeat what you can find on the manual, instead I will give you a quick overview of the front panel controls because it does have some hidden function, we can say, and then I'll tell you what are the things that makes this compressor unique and separate it from the rest, what I like it for and what I think it's good at. I find it to be a legit great mastering compressor. It's good at doing the SSL thing and the DBX thing in those modes. We'll see them later, but my favorite application for it, for the little time I had with it, is the BM mode. Their most transparent mastering grade mode. It has a very nice and modern hi-fi sound, you can say. But let's get to the front panel. Front panel, the first knob is the attack and release. This is a 2-functions knob. It sets the attack time, you press it and set the release time. And I have to say it's surprisingly friendly when you start using it. It might seem silly, but being able to adjust the attack and the release without moving your hand on another knob is very intuitive and it gets addictive quickly. It's nice. It makes setting these two parameters easier. On the right we have the threshold. Bottom row we have the mix knob for onboard parallel compression. On the right we have the gain knob. Below these knobs we have the real heart of this unit. First button cycles through the 3 different modes. BM, which is the most transparent mode, mastering grade, as I said. It has a very unique attack and release and behavior overall. The next mode is the SSL-like bus compressor mode called SG. Great for 2-bus duties, drums, and anything you want, either a nice glue or that obvious VCA spank. The third mode is the DBX 160 mode called DX. When in this mode you don't have control over the attack and release, this one is a classic compression curve and behavior. Great punchy, pumpy if you want sound. Good for bass, aggressive vocals, or for example kick and snare. And this allows me to talk about one great feature of this compressor, the dual mono mode. By clicking the link button, you see you can select 1, 2, or go back to link by keeping it pressed. Well, when in unlinked mode, you can set the 2 channels with different parameters, so actual dual mono. So if you want to run this compressor on 2 different channels like kick and snare, you can set the 2 channels independently with different settings. Same goes if you want to use it on vocals and bass, for example. So it's a great feature, it's nice to have. And this goes also for when you put it in mid-side. You can have different settings for the mid and the side. Anyway, next we have the ratio button that goes up or down, and we have 2, 4, 6, and 10 for downward compression. But if you keep it pressed for a few seconds, it enters the 1 to 2 mode, the upward compression or expansion mode. You can use this to enhance transients. It's very handy. Combine this with the independent settings for each channel and you have a hell of a versatile compressor here. Next is the internal sidechain filter. Goes from off 60, 120 or external. And you can run the external sidechain via the front USB port. Very cool feature, as you don't need additional cables to do external sidechain. You can do it with any track directly from the DAW. This is genius. This is one of the things that sets Bettermaker apart from the rest, making full analog gear digitally controlled. Last button is the MS. This puts the compressor in mid-side mode. LED screen and preset knob. All the knobs are detented. They feel great and the build quality overall is among the best I've ever touched. No shit. When you touch any knob, the exact setting is displayed in the LED display down here. If you're OCD like me, this is heaven. But even if you're not, it's pretty nice to have such precise indication of your settings when you try to find the sweet spot on things. In the center of the unit, we have the big gain reduction meter, and every control has a light to show you where you're at, even if you're not looking at the LED display. So how does it sound overall? The unit, like I said, is very clean, but it has this hi-fi sound, very modern sound at the same time. It's very hard to describe because it has no saturation on its own, no obvious color, but it sounds beefy and it sounds very organic. In BM mode, you can apply a lot of gain reduction and almost not hearing the compressor working at all. Incredible not only for mastering but also for vocals and anything you want serious dynamic control. In SG mode, it does behave as you would expect from an SSL bus compressor. It has the spank, it has the glue, and the auto release is nice. It feels on the slow side on both BM and SG mode on some material, but you can adjust it manually and you can set it super fast, and it actually sounds very nice when set fast. Very punchy and aggressive without distorting the low end, which is usually what happens when you set the release fast, especially on some mastering compressors. It can be very grabby and pumpy in a good way in DX mode, which is the DBX mode. When you put it in mid-side mode, the stereo field opens up tremendously, and the hi-fi feeling that it has becomes more apparent, but the overall sound doesn't get hollow in the mid channel, doesn't lose the mid channel, even if you put it in dual mode with the same settings, so the center channel will obviously get compressed more, but you'll hear this for yourself in the audio example. Speaking of which, we're gonna listen to the Bettermaker in its main application, which is stereo compressor, 2-bus and mastering compressor, on different unmastered mixes, different genres, but also on drums and vocals, both female and male, because I think it makes for a great compressor, both for tracking and mixing vocals. Anyways, what to pay attention to when listening to these examples. First of all, the stereo field. No matter how you set it and in what mode, this compressor always seemed to improve the stereo field somehow, the depth and the width of the program material, and also listen to the very unique behavior of the mastering mode, its curve and its release. Listen also to how it treats the transient. It controls the materials, it changes the envelope, but never smears the transients. It's quite rare and I like it very much for this reason alone. Let's hear this thing in action on some material, and I'll see you at the end of the video for some final thoughts and a surprise for you guys.
Just for side, holding on tight, living my life with you, it feels so right. When it's dark, you're my light. Night to day, I feel your pain. I walk through rain, say what I need to say, make me feel some type of way. This love is true, no matter what, we make it through. You be you, we stand together, stuck like glue, hand in hand, take the world. When it spins, when it twirls, learn to love, learn to live. You're the only one I need. Will you come back, please? You make me whole, you're my final piece. Side by side, holding on tight, living my life with you, it feels so right. When it's dark, you're my light. Night to day, I feel your pain. I walk through rain, say what I need to say, make me feel some type of way. This love is true, no matter what, we make it.
So this was the C502V 3-in-1 full analog 500 series compressor with digital recalls by Bettermaker. It definitely is a high-end piece, and I do want to keep it, to be honest. But before you go, wait a second, because I have a surprise for you. You know, I told you my friends at KMR Audio sent me this compressor. Well, they gave me a 10% discount code for you guys to use if you want to get this compressor. And please note, I don't get any money, if you will. I want to make this clear. It simply is a nice 10% discount in case you want this compressor. The discount code is obviously MixBuzzTV, one word, and you can use it to buy this compressor on kmraudio.de/shop. Spanking new site for KMR Audio. I'll add an annotation here and I'll link it in the info box down below. The discount code will be active starting March 1st, 2016. Already active by the time you're watching this video. So if you like this compressor, you want to get it, I can save you 10%. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to click the like button. Join us on Facebook and Twitter to keep in touch with us and asking questions. Enter our giveaways and stay updated with all the news and the upcoming series and videos. Please keep supporting MixBuzzTV by sharing the videos and linking the channel on social media, Facebook pages, blogs and forums. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time.